Hello, and thank you for joining me as we take a look at our new Analytics Lite module. This new tool will allow users to analyze their data more efficiently by creating pivot tables within the product for easier data management. Pivot tables are an extremely powerful tool when it comes to analyzing your data because they are easy to use, they provide more flexibility in manipulating data, and they make it easier to analyze your data, which ultimately allows you to draw deeper insights into the data being displayed. The added benefits to doing this within this system via Analytics Lite is that you are also minimizing security risk as well. With this demonstration, I want to show you how effective pivot tables can help transform a flat report into an in-depth metric analysis, allowing you to quickly focus on the data you need in order to make informed decisions. In today's example, we will be taking a look at tracking diversity and analyzing composition trends. I want to start with a quote from an article from HR Technologist regarding 3 diversity metrics that you should be tracking. In today's highly competitive talent marketplace, monitoring diversity metrics is essential to productivity, retention, and recruitment success. Companies can no longer get away with inequity. If you don't pay a female engineer fairly, she knows she can find another higher paying job in today's tight labor economy. Hence, it's important to be tracking the seniority levels, salaries, and diversity on teams to implement fair and inclusive practices to prevent the leakage in your bucket and hence reduce the cost of hiring. Diversity is a many-layered metric encompassing workforce composition, compensation levels, and hiring trends. Tracking diversity metrics, however, can be equally complex. With Analytics Lite, you can streamline that complexity and provide your organization with the data they need to make smarter, non-biased decisions. So with that, let's jump right into our demo and take a look at this example. Allow me to log in as my company administrator, Kathy. Now, I want to get started by taking a look at my employee information report, which we can access directly from our dashboard. So this is a flat report highlighting some of the basic employee information across my team. Now, I've made a few modifications to this report to include some of the employee demographic information, such as their job, their salary, their region, their gender, their ethnicity, and their years of service. Now, just as with any report, there is a certain level of filtering and sorting that can be applied here to help narrow the data set. But it can still be difficult to draw data insights when it's in the form of a flat report like we see here. So if we're looking for a more efficient way to analyze our data, we can create a pivot table from this report right here within this system. As you can see, I have created a pivot table here that is showing me the total salaries summed up across the various jobs within my organization. I can also see the breakdown of the salaries based upon years of service for each job, and within the pivot table, I can set conditional formatting to call out certain criteria. In this example, I am flagging salaries under $25,000 per year as these employees might need to be reviewed. Other examples of conditional formatting may include calling out employees who have worked greater than a certain number of overtime hours in a week, or maybe at the end of the year we want to highlight any employees who still have a PTO balance that may need to be paid out. I can also take this pivot table and create charts for better visibility into my data. The first chart that I created here is showing me the average salary across the different jobs within my business. While this is great information to have insight into, maybe I want to focus my analysis on providing equal pay for my employees. Companies are taking a deeper look into earnings across their organization. To ensure disparities don't exist, we need to have real-time visibility into our employee demographics and pay information. So that being said, let's add an additional layer into this pivot table to report on ethnicity. I'm going to add ethnicity as a new column within my report. And rather than seeing the sum of the salary, I would like to change my calculation to look at the average salary. So now I can get a breakdown of pay across different racial or ethnic backgrounds, again, highlighting those average salaries that are under $25,000. So now looking back to my pie chart, I can change my data set to look at the average salary by ethnicity rather than by job. So to do this, I would simply edit my chart settings and change my dimensions to look at ethnicity. And as you can see, this immediately changes the visual data set of this chart. Now I have another example of a stacked chart that is giving me additional insight into salary by gender and ethnicity. As I hover over each one of these bars, I can see a breakdown of the average salary across both ethnicity and gender within my organization. And at the bottom of this report, I have a tree map which helps show the total combined salaries across my various regions within my organization. So keep in mind that you can really pull any metrics from your original report into these visuals, meaning I can look at average salary by gender or by region, or I can look at the sum of the total salaries by manager, etc. As you can see, this Insights Explorer can provide you with the data needed to identify trends and to advocate for changes to improve your overall business efficiencies, productivity, and growth. So with this new Analytics Lite tool, you are able to quickly focus on the data you need to make informed decisions. There is great flexibility built into these pivot tables to provide flexible data manipulation, allowing you to easily filter and calculate your data to provide better insights into your business. And with this new powerful tool, you will minimize your security risk by limiting the need to export your data, given the full scope of analysis that is available right here within the product. Thank you for your time, and please contact us today for more information.